Hey, look, I'ma be all way honest. If you had told me that we was a chosen people years ago, I wouldn't have believed you. I can't believe we the chosen. They lied to us for years, but now we know it. I got family ties, lost tribes. I got the spirit on me, we in the spirit. All praise to Abba, Ephesians 6:11-18. I got the armor, wickedness will never prosper. I got the word inside of me. Plus his talent is a blessing. My brothers, they keep me on point. Take every L as a lesson. No half-stepping, the Bible is a weapon. Brew life, we own that. Jerusalem, we try and go back. Negroes or Jews, you ain't know that. That's Torah. Back to the format, and it won't stop, most high willing. We the voice in the wilderness, and soon we'll be leaving. I can't believe it. I can't believe we the chosen. They lied to us for years, but now we know it. I got family ties, lost tribes. I got the spirit on me, we in the spirit. Run it back. I can't believe we the chosen. They lied to us for years, but now we know it. We got family ties, lost tribes. We got the spirit on us. Hold up, we got the spirit on us, and you can hear it on us. The tribes are awakening, we keep his ceremonies. We keeping all of his feast days. If you afraid, get out the way. We gon' shine, what they gon' say? It's been a long time, we came a long way. 400 years, looking for the truth, it was right in our face. Brew life, we own that. E5, that's a throwback. They fed us lies and gave no facts. You know it's the truth cause you was told that? Or did you study yourself and do the research? Hey, we the voice in the wilderness, and soon we'll be leaving. I can't believe it. I can't believe we the chosen. They lied to us for years, but now we know it. I got family ties, lost tribes. I got the spirit on me, we in the spirit.
AnointedHOS.
We got the juice. We got the juice. We got the juice. We got the juice. Cut up a heathen, no blood on my boots. Cut up a heathen, no blood on my boots. We got the juice. We got the juice. We got the juice. Cut up a heathen, no blood on my boots. Can't call me Toby Joe, ain't my roots. Still on the boob, I got milk on my tooth. Still on the boob. Stay in your place, boy, stay in your lane. Now follow some elders that change up the game. Brothers be blocked, they leaving a stain. Watch what you say, put respect on my name, put respect on my team. Them angels got beams. Move like I lean in the spiritual ring. Find you a precept, I'm quicker than Bing. Only 5'9", but spirit y'all mean. Pull up in chariots, scream like Harriet. Brothers be faking, Lil Judas is scaring. I keep a nice weapon unless it's a carry. The crib and the king that look like the Marriott. Calling out prophecy, letting them loose. Chariots coming, we chunking the deuce. Feeling like David, I'm feeling the funk. Teacher and reader get spiritually jumped. Power like Sesame, I'm Absalom Hempson. We taking the kingdom, don't look for no ransom. Don't look for no mercy, don't look for no freedom. This is your hell, but this is my kingdom. Temple's gonna turn, but shut up and learn. Top of the mountain, that's where we sojourn. Dapping with angels, they don't look like babies. Angels kill armies. Boys, you crazy? We got the juice. 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 We got the... I get my garments from Sister Amina. The fam getting tight like Pam and Gina. We love to see war in the streets, my arena. They keep getting beat, they remind me of Tina. Keep getting mad, the heathens be raging. I stay with an army, little boy, we ain't playing. I got commandments and have to go stand. Like, who the hell talking, boy? Come get your mans. Pull up my pants and throw in my garment. No dancing like niggas, we warring like Spartans. They doing their job like Tommy from Martin. Name on the roster, 144 starting. Name in the credits, we putting in work. Look in that venue, you see purple shirt. Look on their face, you can see that they're hurt. Some vessels be diamonds, some vessels be dirt. Niggas be watching the way that we move. They acting like heathens, they come kiss the shoes. All of my brothers got something to prove. Losing your mind if you think we gon' lose. Stay with the 12, what the hell is a crew? This is the sequel, return of the Jews. This is the sequel, return of the Jews. We got the juice, we got the juice. We got the juice, we got the juice, we got the juice. We got the juice, we got the juice. Cut up a heathen, no blood on my boots. We got the juice, we got the juice, we got the juice. We got the juice.
Welcome to the Renaissance. Now the Europeans, Baruch and Levi and Simeon, we taking over regions and legions. So trash your silly bonds. None of that can help nor protect you. We slaying millions. So welcome to the Renaissance. Conform all you want, you got. So welcome to the Renaissance. Take a tour in the black Jews in. Now welcome to the Renaissance. Not the Europeans, but Reuben, Levi, and Simeon. We taking over regions and legions. So trash your silly bonds. None of that can help nor protect you. We slaying millions. Welcome, my name is Smither. Eat them gifts, stones to ring to our issue. Drinks from the river. The sea miss for the beans. Credentials, lentils over the bigger. We ready. Christ of our king, but his timing still in the enigma. He hold the ocean from closing. He's chosen. Hold up. Gave you the covenant. They refused you from choking on COVID. So hold up. They don't stop. You made the golden, but luckily Moshe broke it. Hold up. Break down the stones, then he cracked the stone for the ocean. Hold up. You begged for more than he gave you bread to indulge in. Hold up. Defeat opposing at Jericho's gate to open. Hold up. Walk into promise when milk and honey is flowing. Hold up. This just like Malachi, cause the OT is closing. Hold up. Welcome to the Renaissance. Not the Europeans, but Reuben, Levi, and Simeon. We taking over regions and legions. So trash your silly bonds. None of that can help nor protect you. We slaying millions. So welcome to the Renaissance. Conform all you want you got. So welcome to the Renaissance. Take a tour in the black Jews in. Now welcome to the Renaissance. Not the Europeans, but Reuben, Levi, and Simeon. We taking over regions and legions. So trash your silly bonds. None of that can help nor protect you. We slaying millions. Now we were hoping to lose. No more coping with broken truths. The mona's broken in two. Place the Jew in a famous room. No photos, ohos and use. Place the Jew in a famous room. No photos, ohos and use. No ohos and use. First Christ, Herod wanted his life in the house of red was his first night. Pharaoh wanted our life, us in labor, making them more sights. Father said him right, fox fire, hell in the sun.
AnointedHOS.
All praises to the Most High. And I ain't letting go. Tell the devil it ain't enough. Matter what you going through, keep going. I'm sure if they had their way, I been stopped. See, I can see them from a mile away. They in the cut, no high play. Never been the fool, won't start the day. And I'ma play my part. Much is given, much required. I won't let them treat me out my place. Up, I gotta show where I'm from, how they play it hard. Don't know why I thought that it would change. When I came in, it's true. Once you peep the facial loans, then you're cool. The way they play the game, flaw, I never do. Stay in your place, I'm like a paw to these little dudes. And we gon' give most out of praise, he brought me through it. My mind stay like anything, we could do it. We putting work up on this faith and we improve. I tried to tell them I ain't new to this. First we did it, now they doing it. Sticking to the manuscript. I think they follow the blueprint. Elohim sending me, did not go. Tell my enemies to step it up. Tell the devil it ain't a no. Keep on going on and on and on and on and on. I'm fighting. I'm fighting. I ain't letting no. I'm gonna keep on going on and on and on. It ain't a no. And on. Tell the devil it ain't a no. I'm fighting. Look at all that we done been through. We done overcame all that they pretend to. We don't fold, we don't bend. We knew in due time we would overcome. It's like a jungle sometimes. It made me wonder how I keep from going on. Can't experience, I don't worry. Once I said look up at the birds, think about it, call them bird brain. But somehow they maintain. If I do that for them, it's for you. Don't you think I'ma do the same thing or more? Gratitude, grateful. He said no one gotta support you, I separate. Get two, walk together, let's stay agree. Be the hand, I be the knee. Don't matter to me, get on your job, no indeed. Don't wanna hear your sob story, no indeed. Teach you how to live this life for peace. Take the choice, blessings and curses. You know we in the win, and you can't stand next to me if you pretend. Before the 12, we ain't doing to the end. Let's go. I'm fighting. Yes, sir. I'm fighting. This the most going on and on and on. I'm fighting, yeah. I'm fighting, yeah. Let's go. It's your 4104, man. To my lad, bro. I'ma leave it all here. I'll pray.
thumb. We built the altar with the unhewn stones. Roam through the city, all we see is these bones. So my face like flint till I wake a couple souls. A prophet hated by his own, so the father sent his son to bring the tribes of Jacob home. Jumping through these traps, cause they trying to see us gone. But we walking through the fire just like dangling his bros. From every sheep to her zone, we stay inside the book because the book is all we own. Heritage and you better hold it on. We like David fighting giants with no armor and a stone. We face east cause a car home. We face east just to call home. We can't sleep till we all home. We won't rest till they all gone. So I guess that we be calling out they dog bones. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Make us Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the Zod, the King. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashad, Nagin. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Make us Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the Zod, the King. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashad, Nagin. From Bereshit to the books in Greek, the dragon took the sheep. Man, the book complete. The father looked for peace, but we shook the beast. Now we up until our power put the hook to cheek. Shema, Yasha Allah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. He the tower till he give us the power of God. Though in the tower you will never devour a tribe. The Lord despised all you devils, your hours arrive. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. We trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the seed. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashad, Nagin. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. Trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the seed. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashad, Nagin.
All right, Shalom Saints, Shalom, Yabashim, Yashai Baraka Thumb to all of the saints who's in the building joining us tonight on this evening's edition of Wild Out Wednesday. All right, I got the some mighty soldiers with me. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Khan, Shalom, Shalom, Israel, Soldier Yahweh, unprofitable servant.
Shalom, Shalom, and Soldier Shemaiah.
Khan, and we are your brothers from the Anointed House of Saints. Again, we give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. We're just grateful, thankful to be here another day, man. Enduring, and shout out to all the people who are with us, who's enduring this captivity. Sending up these prayers, man. Just being thankful. But we're gonna give some shout outs to everybody who's in the building. I'm gonna put them up on the screen. Y'all stop if you can. Shout out the people for me, King.
Shalom. Who we got? Shalom, Kazakia. Shalom, King. Shalom, Soldier Knock. Shalom, Sister Joan Gilchrist. Shalom, Sister. Brother Nadayab. What's going on, King? Shalom. Zanaya. Shalom, Sister. John Allen. Shalom, family. Sister with the Hebrew name. What's her name? Shania?
Ayasha.
Khan. Salakia. Ayasha. I'm going to get it. Ayasha. My good brother down in Dallas, Kadah Haran. What's up, bro? Brother Kadah. Shalom, King. Sister Michelle. Shalom, sister. Brother Yaiqua, what's going on, King? Shalom, shalom, mighty man. Captain Yonatan, shalom. What's going on, King? GW, shalom, shalom. Captain Yakum Yah, what's going on? Shalom, everyone. The brother, good brother, Malak Yawasab, shalom, King. Captain Shaquat, what's going on? Out there in the bay, what's going on? Brother Boaz, what's going on, King? Shalom.
I think
Y'all hit that like button now. Brother Benyamin, my good Benjamin.
Wagwan.
Wow, on the real. What's that? Sister L. Israel Issachar, shalom, sister. Shalom Lahama. How you going? What's going on, sister? How you doing? Air Ben Yasharala, shalom, King. Yabashim Shabakatah. Sister Tarisha, shalom, sister.
All right, shalom, family. All right, so we gonna get into it. It's Wild Out Wednesday, so as the lesson says, hey, we're gonna be revealing the truth, and so I'm gonna be doing, a lesson on the Book of Revelation. We go dive into Revelation a little bit. Captain Yonatan already kind of hit on it. He went into going into the woman, I'm going to hit on a little bit of it tonight, but I'm not going to really go into depth on it. But we are going to be visiting some of those scriptures out of the book of Revelation. So if you know what Revelation means in the chat, go ahead and put in the chat, what does Revelation mean? And it's revelation, not revelations. A lot of you brothers, sometimes y'all be revelations. It ain't no S.
Everything.
Right. Come on. All right. Look, she in the chat. That's right. To reveal, right? The book of Revelation, right? It is the revealing of Yahushua Hamashiach. All right. So we're gonna be revealing some truth here tonight, man. And as typical on Wild Out Wednesday, it can't be a Wild Out Wednesday if I don't put up a video just to show what's going on in the world, things that our people is having to deal with, things that we're coming up against. So the first video that I'm gonna put up, I talked about it on one of the last classes about the sister who was getting socked up in the face by some of them punk crackers, man. So I talked about it. I did go back and find that video, so I'm gonna show that video here tonight. Before I show that again, I am gonna say it is a little bit graphic, so I'm just forewarning you right now that it is a little graphic, okay? But let me go ahead and bring this video up, let y'all see, because these devils, they ain't no respect of person. They don't care if you're a female, they don't care if you're a dude. They treat our females the same way they treat the brothers. And it's sickening. It's really sickening. Where we at? Here we go. All right. Let me get this thing blowed up for you. Israel. And brothers, let me know if y'all can hear the sound.
I almost lost my life behind it.
The woman in this disturbing video, Hancock emotional. Relives Monday's encounter with Butler Township Police.
Well, I said, I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to stand up. I'm not going to be George Floyd. They're not going to get me on the ground.
Police body cam video is showing us what led up to the moment a Butler Township police officer punched Hancock 3 times in a McDonald's parking lot.
She refused to take my dollar to give me 30 cents after I paid it for extra cheese. So then she got an attitude because I asked her for a refund and called the police because she didn't want to give me back my money.
Officers Todd Stanley and Tim Zeller listened to her side of the story, then asked her for her first and last name to issue a trespass notice.
If you don't stop, you're going to end up going to jail. Stop.
Hancock, write it down.
Calm down.
I'm not giving you nothing. I already said it.
Okay, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I'm not.
You are under arrest for failure to identify.
It quickly escalated. Officers grab her, and Zeller pulls out his taser. Hancock tries to reason, but it's too late. Officer Stanley strikes her. Video is showing us what.
Hold up. Y'all see that, right? Now this cop is putting hands on this woman like she is a damn dude. I mean, back when, I was younger and in the street, our thing was always, hey, the cops, they tough because they got that gun and they got a badge. You big, you got the law behind you. You got the government behind you. If you was to take off that badge and, put that gun down, I'll do you something bad. I remember when I was boxing and there was a cop. He came into the gym one day and he was, talking about, yeah, he used to box back in the Gap or whatever. End up getting in the ring and I put hands on that boy. I did him dirty and enjoyed every second of it. I was trying to kill that boy in that ring. But this is how they treat our people. You best believe if that was a white woman, he would not have put his hands on her like that. Let me play that. Let me finish playing this.
Led up to the moment, a Butler Township police officer punched Hancock 3 times in a McDonald's parking lot.
She refused to take my dollar to give me 30 cents after I paid it for extra cheese. So then she got an attitude because I asked her for a refund and called the police because she didn't want to give me back my money.
Officers Todd Stanley and Tim Zeller listened to her side of the story, then asked her for her first and last name to issue a trespass notice.
If you don't stop, you're going to end up going to jail. Stop.
Hancock, Hancock, write it down.
Calm down.
I'm not giving you nothing. I already said it.
Okay, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I'm not.
You are under arrest for failure to identify.
It quickly escalated. Officers grab her, and Zeller pulls out his taser. Hancock tries to reason, but it's too late. Officer Stanley strikes her 3 times in the face and head.
You punched me on your own will.
No, it says
I didn't punch you.
Beat up.
Look at her mouth all bloodied up.
No, I didn't. I'm a female.
Stop.
Look at my mouth.
Stop.
Do you think your officers used excessive force here?
I'm not going to comment on that until the entire investigation is complete.
Tuesday.
I mean, what is there to comment on? What do you have to say? You got the body cam footage. You see this man socked this woman 3 times while she's in handcuffs. Yo. Yeah, go ahead. Come on, King.
Can I get a precept real quick?
Yep.
Hey, Shamaya, give me Matthew 5:25 about Cashapp, man. Give me that real quick, King. This is although this stuff is getting out of hand, man. These people these people have no regard for our people at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But our people, I'm not victim blaming here, but we gotta stop putting ourselves in these type of situations to get done like this by these people.
Right.
They already got it out for us as it is, man. Hey, pull that for me, King Barbara Cashapp.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 25.
No.
Agree with thy adversary quickly, while thou art. Agree with thy adversary quickly.
No, go back and forth with him.
Nah, agree with thine adversary quickly.
Israel, we gotta understand that these people are looking for a reason to do something dirty to us, yo. They don't care if you a man, a woman, or a child. They're literally fiending for a reason to do something dirty to you, Joe.
Right.
So we gotta learn, man. We gotta stop putting ourselves in these situations. Like I said, I'm not victim blaming. He ain't had no business putting his hands on her like that. But we got to read that from the top again.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 25. Agree with thy adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him.
Right.
Lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
So at any time, right, we going away with these people. We gotta agree with them quickly because they're gonna beat you. They're gonna throw you in jail. They're gonna put some charges on top of your head, right? And make you fight it in court. Right? Can I get one more out of one?
Come on, pull it. Bring it.
Matthew 10 and 16, Baba Cashapp. We gotta understand how to deal with these people. Right? These laws in this land wasn't set up for us. Right?
Facts.
Like we can't go in there thinking we can't deal with Esau like Esau deal with Esau. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't do that. We can't go arguing back and forth. We can't do that. We just can't. Right. We don't have no might in our hand. Literally, that's the curse. Get that from me, King Baba Cashapp.
It's Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16. Behold, I send forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Read that for me one more time, Baba Cashapp.
The book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
So this Christ telling us, like, man, he's sending us as sheep in the midst of wolves. Saying you basically defenseless. Right? So with you knowing that you a sheep going in the midst of wolves, these heathens who dying to kill you at the drop of a hat, right. You ain't really even got to give them a real reason. Just
not at all.
Let them think you're giving them a reason, right? Keep going. Right.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
So be ye wise as a serpent. Understand how to deal with them. If you know that they breaking the law, that's one thing we got, right? Be wise as a serpent. I ain't saying don't know the law, don't understand the law, right? If they violating whatever rights you have, right? Take them to court. But don't be fighting with them and arguing with them people out there on that street, yo.
Hey, Salaki, finish your statement, Ak.
I was just gonna say, man, don't be out there arguing with these people on these streets, man, because they're gonna do you dirty. Go ahead, Adawan.
Hey, yo, Howard, can I please get one precept? This brother bringing it out. I gotta get one.
Come on, come with it.
All right. I'm gonna get this precept. I'm gonna get out the way. Give me Sirach 8 and 16. Give me that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I hate these damn devils, dog. They get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? They always putting their hands on our women and nobody's doing nothing about it.
Right.
They don't get they don't go to general population when they do go to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Drop them off in general population. So one of the brothers who have some type of moral code, because even the gangbangers got some type of morals. Right. Women and children don't get touched.
They go tighten them up.
You feel me? Women and children, they don't get touched, yo. You know what I'm saying? And if you come into the jail and it was found out that you violated a woman or a child, you getting your hands put on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, give me that real quick, man.
Another one. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 8 and verse 16. Strive not with an angry man, and go not with him into a solitary place, for blood is nothing in his sight.
Hey, these people are blood hungry. Blood is nothing to them.
Right.
That's why the Most High says, since you love blood, you went and chased after blood. Blood is going to pursue you because they love it. You see what I'm saying? Right? Keep going.
And where there is no help, he will overthrow thee.
Where there is no help, he will overthrow you. Why do you think there has to be 2-3 cops to one sister or one brother every time? And there's never any help, he's going to overthrow you. That's why you see when the few times where there's a whole bunch of black people out there with cameras, or even a whole bunch of white people out there with cameras, and they saying, yo, we recording, and they say, yo, he's unarmed, he hasn't been. That's what you got to do. When them cameras come out, right? Anytime you notice, when the cameras come out and the people who are holding the camera say he's unarmed, he hasn't resisted at all, they don't go like that. But where there's no help, they overthrow you. They try to kill you. They try to cause you some type of bodily harm, man. Right? So we don't even need to strive with these people. These people probably got bullied in high school. They decided to put a uniform on and become a police officer. You know what I'm saying? And they have anger in them. You're not even supposed to strive with them. So let's be smart. Like the brother said, it ain't victim blaming. It's about being smart. We got to be smart. You know, hey, you live to fight another day, man. All right?
Let me get a precept real quick.
What you need?
Ephesians 5 and 15.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 15, you said, right? Ephesians 5 and verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Yeah. So when you come up to them, when you interact with them, man, don't be a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you got to be wise, because you want to live to fight another day. I yield on that.
Right. No, that's facts, and those were some fire precepts. And just like the brother is saying, you know, we do got to become wiser. We do got to, just like the scriptures say, man, hey, agree with our adversary quickly. And that's the problem with a lot of us, especially, you know, if we come from a hood background or from a street mentality. We want to get loud, we want to pop off at the mouth. I've been there, I've done it, I've been young, you know, getting into it with the police. I remember this was years ago, but me and, you know, my former wife, she's deceased, but we had got pulled over. So we was kind of like going at it in the car. We was driving from somewhere. And now I told y'all I used to box professionally. I was just coming back from one of my bouts. And so she, you know, I'm back in town. So we in the car, we riding, driving, we end up getting into it about something. So she hot and she, you know, trying to take off on me. And so now I'm driving the car. She's trying to steal off on me. So I didn't hit her. I put my hand on her arm and I like pushed her into the door, and I was holding her against the door to get her to stop hitting me. Anyhow, someone seen it. They called the police. The police pull up behind us as we pulling up to the crib. Police pull up, get out the car. I'm like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, why you following us, dude? Like, yeah, got a report of there was a domestic violence. I'm like, ain't no domestic violence. And so he was like, well, you know, I got a call, so, you know, I got to check. And so he goes over to her and he was like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, no, it's nothing. There's nothing. And so he come back over to me. It was like, okay, well, let me see your ID. I'm like, bro, I ain't showing you my ID. I just told you it was nothing going on. And so, you know, at that time he grabbed me, you know, hit me up, dropped me to the ground. Wifey, she like, why'd you grabbing on him? Why'd you doing that? Of course, now after the fact, but she like, it wasn't even him. I was hitting him. And so, long story short, if I would have just complied, you know, none of that would ever happen. And so we got to get to the point where, again, we're agreeing with our adversary quickly. Yes, sir. No, sir. What do you need? You need my license? Here you go. You need my ID? You know, I know you pulled me over for something bogus, but and we don't even gotta say that. We could be thinking it. You know, you bogus for pulling me over. You know, you ain't have no reason to stop me. We can be thinking that all day long, but nevertheless, hey, I'm gonna agree with him quickly to get this man up out my face, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna turn out well for us. Because again, they got the power of law on their side, and we don't have nothing on ours. Right? All we got is our word, and then at the end of the day, all they can always say is, I was in fear for my life, which gets them out of so much. I was in fear for my life. These some suckers. And like Captain Judah came on and said, you know, they probably got bullied when they was in high school, probably got beat up, money taken, the whole 9 yards. When I was in the military, it was punk white boys like that. Never been anywhere, never did anything, but got them a little bit of rank and feel like they can talk to brothers anywhere they feel like it. You know, suckers. But that's the world that we live in, right? We're in their kingdom right now. So because we're in their kingdom, we gotta control ourselves. But those was some fire precepts though. Also, I do want to bring this out because like I said last time, we are in so-called Black history, right? Now I'm not gonna be bringing out things of what our achievements is. I'm gonna be bringing out things how these oppressors did us dirty since we've been over here. And like I said, y'all can go and check out this calendar. There's every day of the year, there's a major event that happened to our people. Right? So on this day in history, let me get it. where we go? There it is. All right. So on this day in history, all right, state troopers kill 3 black students in Orangeburg, South Carolina. All right. When was the date? When did this happen? This happened in February 1968. It's not that long ago.
Oh, lame.
Right. And then, you know, we look at how far this country done actually progressed, because it's still happening to this day. It's still going on. All right, I'm gonna play this video.
The situation had changed and it probably had become a little bit more dangerous. I think I said Henry. I might have gotten Henry out. But at that point, the gunfire started. And everybody turned around and was headed back up this way. But they ended up laying all over the place out here. So some would say I'm hit, I'm hurt, I'm shot, you know, help me or whatever it was. So my first inclination was that there was a trash can over there, was to go back over there and look and see where the police were, because if they were coming up the hill, I couldn't stay. When the shots went off, my first inclination was to do a belly flop. Let me get down. And while I'm going down, the shots hit me. See, the police were standing on the side of that hill, which means that the trajectory of the gun was about at your waist down. When I went back over there and I saw they had moved back down the hill, I came back over and I dragged some across over there to the park where the plot is, and I dragged some more over, came back and dragged some more to the infirmary. That's what we had to do at that point. And it was just chaos at the infirmary.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about what happened. I'm gonna read a little bit of it. In fact, Shamaya, if you could read that for me, starting on February 8th. Can you see it? Do I need to blow it up? Let me get that bigger.
Blow it up just a little bit. All right, I got it. On February 8, 1968, white state troopers fired into a mostly African-American crowd on the campus of South Carolina State College, a historical black college in Orangeburg, South Carolina. In what became known as the Orangeburg Massacre, the troopers shot and wounded 28 people and killed 3 black male students. Samuel Hammond, 18, a freshman from Florida; Henry Smith, 18, a sophomore from Marion, South Carolina; and Delano Middleton, 17, an Orangeburg High School student. 2 days before the shooting, SCSC students had attempted to desegregate a local whites-only bowling alley.
Hold on. Now there's still a white-only bowling alley in 1968. It's still a white-only bowling alley in 1968. But people want to say, oh, this was so long ago. Slavery was so many years ago. What y'all mad for? Why y'all still talking about, oh, you're oppressed? Right? Come on, keep reading.
When the owner refused to serve the students, violence ensued, leaving 9 students and 1 officer wounded. On the day of the shooting, students again protested in the segregated bowling alley, this time building a bonfire in the street. Escorted by police armed with carbines, pistols, and riot guns, the fire department arrived to extinguish the fire. Police then fired into the crowd as students fled for safety. Police later claimed they were attacked first.
That's what they always say. Oh, they attacked us first. or I was in fear for my life. So that gives them the justification to be able to use lethal force. Don't matter if they find a gun or not. Don't matter if you had a gun. Don't matter if you had a knife. Don't matter if you, none of that matters. All they got to say is, I was in fear of my life. I was in fear for my life.
Or we started it.
Or we started it. That's it. Read, I want to get this paragraph right here.
Okay. South Carolina Governor Robert McNair blamed Black Power advocates for the violence and insisted officers have fired in self-defense while under attack from campus snipers. Witness accounts from reporters, firemen, and students contradicted this story. They reported that officers had fired on the crowd without warning. No evidence was ever presented that the protesters were armed.
Zero evidence. The officers talking about they fired first, but they didn't get no evidence that anybody there had any kind of firearms or that anybody had shot at them. Nothing. Now, I'm going to read this. It says, none of the 9 officers charged for none of the 9 officers charged for their roles in the shooting were convicted of any wrongdoing. None of them got convicted. But Cleveland Sellers, a young Black man and program director of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, was convicted of rioting for his role in leading the protest. This man served 7 months in jail for leading a protest. But the cops who murdered people was not convicted, did no time. Like the brother said, this system is not for us. These laws are not for us. Everything about this society is against us. It's been against us. Stop letting them sell you these dreams and these lies. Oh, we're together. It's good now. That was so long ago. Forget about it. Put it behind you. No, lie. These people don't care about us. They don't like us. They don't want us here. In all actuality, they don't want us here. Why do you want to be here? Why do you want to still cling on to them? Why do you want to cling on to your oppressor who's constantly showing you what he thinks about you?
Right.
Punching your sister, your women in the head, unarmed, body slamming your sisters, your women, like they dudes. And these are the women. They doing this to women. But you want to give them passes. You want to say not all of them was that bad.
Right.
What was that quote that Ali said? He said, if
about the snakes.
Yeah. What did he say?
If there was something like 10 snakes, no, if it was like 100 snakes, and only 10 of them was poisonous, would you go? I forgot. Would you jump in that snake pit or something like that?
He said, I know what you're talking about. He said if it was 100 snakes and only 50 of them was poisonous, would you try to differentiate between the poisonous and the unpoisonous, or would you just close the door? Because some of them might mean well and some of them don't. Wouldn't you just close the door? You know what I'm saying? And that was a good quote. I love that quote. That was back in the what, 60s? Nah,
yeah,
he was probably saying that. That's cold.
Right? And it's the same thing today.
Right.
You know, I'm not trying to say, oh, well, this one isn't bad. Nah, they are my enemy. I don't like none of them.
It's a lucky I don't want.
Come on.
That's what's wrong with Jake, man. It always blows my mind that like the first generation to really want to be around well, the first generation, it always blow my mind that like people like our parents was so accepting of Esau, right? Because they actually was born during that era when Dr. King was marching and getting busted upside the head with bricks and holes down, and women were getting bit by dogs. You know what I'm saying? And they just because a few Edomites walked with them, that made them feel like, okay, well, some of them not as bad, or they actually can help us, right? But these people can't help you at all. If I can, I'm gonna get another precept. I'm gonna read this one myself. Zechariah, Salakia, not Zechariah. Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes yet fail for our vain help. Like these people can't help us, right? You want to go to these people for these help. You gonna risk your life being around these people, right? With hopes of them helping you, like because their history have shown otherwise.
Right, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And we have watched for a nation that could not save us, and these people is not gonna save you. They hate you, right? Like what verse 18 say, they hunt our steps, that we cannot go into our own streets. These kids was hunted.
Right.
College kids was hunted.
Say that again. College kids.
College kids.
Come on, man.
18, 19, 27. You know what I'm saying? Was hunted in the street, shot down like dogs. Right? And the brother brought out a mighty precept. I was thinking about that one too. Zechariah 11:4. Thus said the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter, Slakia, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Right? Them people shot them people down in the street, and they went to jail. How you get shot at and a couple of your homies get killed and you go to jail for it?
That part.
Right? And then they lied and said that these people, the kids had guns or whatever. They attacked them first, but then they found that there was no proof and they still didn't get in trouble.
Right.
I yield. This is madness. People can't say the Bible's not real. This is literally there.
Come on.
And
then go ahead, King. Say what you
instead of our people looking at it, we all being oppressed, they'll do anything to make their oppression a little bit better.
Right.
I get off that.
Right.
What was I going to say? To your point, what you were saying about the Bible, being real and everything that we going through is in the scriptures. That's why, I love, or when people always say, back in biblical days, I correct them. Like, we still in biblical days. Right. We are still in biblical times right now. We living through prophecy. Us waking up is prophecy. Us coming back to our heritage is prophecy.
Right.
And go ahead. You had something?
No, I was just agreeing with what you said. I mean, I was just agreeing with what you were saying, but to what the brother Knox saying to that point, was like, yeah, they received those voting rights, but they doing everything except for what the scriptures tell them to do. Separate yourself, not go to them. Separate yourself and come back to the Most High.
That's right.
Salakia. And another thing, they keep saying, and they've been saying this for hundreds of years, it's getting better. It's getting better. I mean, damn, how long you gotta wait for say they want equality?
Come on.
But yet you got hundreds and hundreds of years talking about it's getting better. It's getting better. We getting better. We progressing. That's what it is. We progressing. Like, get out of here.
They're not hanging you in the street no more. They just shooting you in the back.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Come on, man. Right. Hey, we can go on about this all night. This is a class in itself. But let's jump to it. So again, dealing with Revelation, right? Revelation, the meaning is the revealing. So when you look at that word revelation, it is the Greek word apocalypsis, right, is where we get our word apocalypse from. And it means to uncover, disclose, or reveal, right? So this is the revelation of Yahushua Hamashiach. Somebody grab me Revelation chapter 1. Let me get verse 1. Baba Kashapp.
One. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him.
Hold on. It said the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him. If, hey, this is a Trinity cut, right? If they the same, why does he have to get a revelation from the Father? Why does God have to give him a revelation?
Right.
If Christ is God, right? Obviously, Christ can't be God, right? Go to Daniel 7. Daniel 7. I think it's 13. I won't.
You got that, Shemaiah?
Yeah, I'm get it. You said Daniel 7 and
yeah, I think it's 13. I think that's what I want. 7. Yeah, 13. 7 and 13.
Okay, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven,
Says
and
one
came
like
to
the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven. So who is this? In the chat, who is this? In fact, let's jump up. Let's jump up to verse 9. Give me verse 9.
the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow.
All right, so now this is a vision, right? You see the Ancient of Days. Who's the Ancient of Days? Right? Who is the Ancient of Days? In the chat, come on. Let me get my scholars. Let me see who the Ancient of Days is. That Daniel is seeing sitting on his throne. Why is he called the Ancient of Days? Right? Who is the Ancient of Days? Why is he called the Ancient of Days? The Most High Yahweh Khan. All praises to the Most High. Right? The Ancient of Days is the Father, is Yahweh. Okay? He's called the Ancient of Days because he has no beginning.
Right.
Right. He's always existed. When it says in the beginning, the Most High existed before that. Before there was a beginning, he was there. Right. This is why it says that he is the Ancient of Days. Okay. Now, go ahead. Let's jump back down to verse 13.
Book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 13 from the top. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven.
Right. So now you got the Ancient of Days. He's sitting on the throne. Then you've got one like the Son of Man, right? Coming with the clouds. Read on.
And came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him.
So you got one like the Son of Man. So who is this? So we got the Ancient of Days, and then we got one like the Son of Man who's being brought to the Father. He's being brought to Yahweh. Right? Who is this? Who can somebody, if you know who it is, grab me a precept and let me get a precept about this as well too. All right, so you got the Ancient of Days, and then you got one like the Son of Man being brought to him. Right, on the clouds. He's being brought to him. All right, Khan, all praises. I think we got a delay in the chat. Right. So Yahushua Hamashiach, right, is the one who is being brought to the Father. All right, you got a precept, Kodash, to go along with that. Right. So I'm gonna read it again real quick. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days. All right, so they can't be the same person. right? If one is being brought to the other one, how can they be the same? How can it be 2 in 1 or 3 in 1? That doesn't make any sense.
Not at all.
All right. So there is no Trinity. This is a Trinity cut. Right. So you got the Father sitting on his throne. You got the Son, Yahweh Shai, being brought to him. Okay. Read verse 14 for me.
Verse 14. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is as everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
All right. So this is that kingdom. This is that kingdom that the disciples was asking them about. Right, in the book of Acts. In fact, let's jump there real quick. And so again, let's go to Acts 1, I think it's 6. But again, you see him being given something. Right? He's been given this kingdom. Dominion is being given to him. Right? An everlasting kingdom. And what does it say? It say, and he is going to rule over these people. They are going to serve him. Hold on, let me read it. It says that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away. And he's going to be ruling with a rod of iron. All right? He's going to be ruling with a rod of iron. And if you don't want to serve him, hey, you go lay down. Point blank. See, Soldier Knock, he called a precept. Somebody grab that. Who got that Acts?
I got it.
I got that. I get the Acts 7:56 then.
Come bring that out. Acts 1 for me, Baba Kacha.
Acts 1, and which one you say you want? 15?
6. Give me 6.
Salaki. The book of Acts chapter 1 and verse 6, and it reads, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel?
Right. So the disciples was asking him, hey, are you now going to bring forth the kingdom? Is the king who's the kingdom belong to? The kingdom is for us. It's not for everybody else. Right? The kingdom is for us. So the disciples, they asking Christ because again, they already know. They've read Daniel. Right? They know Yahweh done already went to the cross. He done already been crucified. Right? He done rose. So now they're like, yo, are you about to restore the kingdom now? What did Christ answer and say?
Salakia. Verse 7. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power. After that, the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witness unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
All right, so that's what I wanted on that, is just to show that the kingdom, right, this kingdom that was given to him when he was brought to the Father, he's brought to the Father gives him his marching orders, right? The Father gives him his marching orders. He's like, all right, go. Now it's time.
Right.
See, he can't do it on his own. He couldn't bust no moves until he got that go ahead from the Father. Right? That's why he had to be brought to the Father. And then once he get those marching orders, you know what time it is.
Get
that what the brother pulled though, that Acts 7.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 7, verse 56. And said, behold, I see the heavens open, and the Son of Man standing on the right hand of Yahweh.
All right, Khan. So I guess that was you was bringing that to land me off of 7 and 13. I'm gonna assume that's what you pulled that precept for.
Khan, I believe so.
Yeah, I think
so.
so.
All right, Khan. All right, so let's go back to Revelation 1 again. Read that first verse.
Kind of the one. The book of Revelation, chapter 1, started from the top. The revelation of Yahushua Mashiach, which God gave unto him to show unto the servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
All right. So now again, so the revelation had to be given to Yahushua, right? And now Yahushua is coming and he's giving it to who? Who was John? To Yahushua.
His first cousin. Oh, my bad.
Come on, put it in the chat. Let me see it in the chat, and then we go jump into this next video, because again, we are witnessing a lot of things play out. There's a lot of prophecy that's playing out. It is another story that I wanted to touch on too, but I'm not gonna touch on it. Maybe next class, or in fact, I think Captain Shaquat go get next class, so I'll be the one after that. But y'all heard about that earthquake in Turkey? I just seen is an earthquake in Turkey. Like they said, the death toll is up to like 11,000 right now.
What?
Yeah.
Where it is.
Wow.
The death toll is like up to 11,000. That earthquake hit for like, it was over 7 something. But I mean, we living in Bible. We living in Bible prophecy. We witnessing Bible prophecy. You know, there's that meme. I seen this meme where they say, "Oh, if you want to know what's going on in the world, just read the Book of Revelation." But now let me get this video. Hey, how many did the Grammys already play? Did they air the Grammys already?
Yeah, it was this past weekend.
Con.
Oh, okay, Con. Who watched the Grammys? I know y'all watched the Grammys. Y'all brothers wicked, man.
I ain't even see it, man.
Y'all know y'all's watching that. Who in the chat? Who was watching the Grammys? Who knows what happened at the Grammys? I know some of y'all was watching the Grammys. I know y'all still in the world. Hey, the brother Yawasop Robinson said it was a 7.8 on their Richter scale. Oh, press for purpose 7.8. Con. Hey, shalom to the Captain Aharon.
Shalom out of one.
Shalom out of one.
All right, yeah, he said it was a 7.8 on the Richter scale. Well, anyway, they felt that. Hey, I don't really care, you know, that the heathen
For real.
I mean, keep it hot. But yeah, who in the chat watched the Grammys? I know y'all was watching it. You know, y'all can keep it a buck, man.
Those are acting like they ain't watch it.
Right. Trying to act like they ain't watch it. Let me get this video up anyway. So now you said I heard it was a bunch of wickedness. Yeah, Con. Wait till you see it. We're about to go into it. We's about to get into it right now. All right. So if y'all didn't watch, y'all go get a brief little clip about what went down at the Grammys.
Sam Smith had an epic night at the 2023 Grammys. The duo hit the stage to deliver a majorly racy performance of their hit song Unholy. Kim was seen on stage in a cage surrounded by dancers with whips. Sam rocked a bright red top hat with horns while belting out the song for the audience, and the crowd went wild for their performance.
Sam, thank you. You're a true angel and hero in my life, and I love you. And everyone who made the song, too. I love you guys so much.
Earlier in the night, the pair won Best Pop Duo Group Performance for their hit song Unholy.
Now watch this, because I found something out. in watching this clip that I had no idea about, but that's the world that we live in. That's the world that we are currently living in. All right, but pay attention.
And while accepting the award, Kim was so excited to make history as the first transgender woman to win in the category.
Did y'all hear that?
What did he say?
Right? Hold on.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Wait a minute. I'm going to back it up.
Got Boy George and a transgender woman.
Come on. To
win in the category.
Sam graciously wanted me to accept this award because I'm the first transgender woman to win this award. And I'm so...
All right. So that is not a woman. That is a damn dude. That is a damn dude. Now, when I was first looking at it, I'm like, okay, two Edomites, doing what Edomites do, and I'm watching and I'm listening and first transgender woman. But the thing is, everybody is applauding.
Right.
And who on the front row, who did y'all see on the front row?
Queen Latifah.
Queen, come on.
You know they got to throw Jake in there, right in the front.
Come on.
Yeah.
Smack dead in the front, yo.
Right in the front. Hey, that's a fire precept too. Hey, somebody grab that. Because we got to bring that one out.
I got it.
We got to bring that out. But this is the world that we are living in, people. They are literally applauding. And then the name of the song is called hold on, let me get the title of that song again. I don't know if it's called hold on.
For their performance. For the audience. And the crowd went wild for their performance.
Nope.
With whips. Sam rocked a bright red top to deliver a majorly racy performance of their hit song Unholy.
Okay, it is
Kim
called Unholy.
Unholy.
Right. So the song is called Unholy, and that's what they coming out demonstrating, right? They all out. Now we know that the devil ain't got red horns and he's not in red. We know that, but it's the symbolism behind it, right? This definitely is unholy. Everything about it. The fact that you got a dude that's done made himself into a woman, acting, carrying on as a woman, there's nothing set apart about that. Everything about this world goes against the scriptures. Everything about that goes on in the United States of America, and this is supposed to be one nation under God, ain't no way. But read that precept.
Kind of the one. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20, and it reads, "Woe unto them that call evil good."
Destruction unto him. Right? That's what woe is. Destruction to him that calls evil good. All these fools sitting up there clapping in the audience, smiling and giggling, and ain't nothing cool about this. Ain't nothing good about this. And this is what our kids are watching.
Right.
This is what they're growing up to see. This is what they're putting in the schools now to water everything down, to dumb our kids down. Because like I said last time, the fight is not against us, because we set in our mind, although we still do got some confused elder niggas out here that just don't know, but they going after the youth. They're going after the kids. Right? That's why you got the LGBTQ whatever readathons in the libraries, and you got transgenders reading the books, or not even transgenders, drag queens. It's drag queen happy hour at the library.
That's wicked.
Wicked as all hell. Finish that off.
Khan of the one. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Destruction to them, man. Destruction to these people. And so this is why, you know, it say what it said in the book of Revelation. In fact, grab that, Revelation 18 and verse 4. Because our people cannot partake in this foolishness. I don't, for the most, I still watch movies. I catch movies. I ain't go cat.
Right.
Still watch movies. But the music, I don't detach myself from. The TV shows, just the regular TV shows, I don't detach myself from. And even some of the movies now, when it comes to, you know, the gang and all that, hey, no, I can't watch it. I dismiss it. I turn it off. I don't let my kids watch it.
Yeah,
I monitor what my kids are watching. What are you looking at? When they on their little tablets or whatever, what video game are you playing? Because they even doing it in the video games. I know y'all probably remember it wasn't too long ago they had that thing. What was it called? It was something stupid where it was an app. The little person would tell you to do stupid stuff to like harm yourself. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called though.
I heard about it.
You come on YouTube.
Yeah, it was on YouTube.
I forget what that was called too, but they after the kids, right? That's why we have to make sure that we are on our job. That's why it says what it says, and also in Deuteronomy, right? That we're supposed to teach our kids morning when they wake up, at the night when they go to sleep. Because if you're not teaching them, I guarantee you somebody else is. And they're planting seeds in their head, in their mind, to think, oh, this is all good. You know what? This can't be that bad. You should just let people be happy. Right? It's not hurting you. What difference does it matter?
Right.
Read that for me. Revelation 18 and 4.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and
Come
that ye
out
receive
of her, my people. Come out of her. Separate from her. Separate from this wicked nation. From this wicked nation that think that a man can call himself a female. From thinking that a female can call herself a man. Come out of her. That you be not partakers of her plagues. Is that it on that?
and that ye receive none not of her plagues.
There it is. That you don't receive none of her plagues. We got to come out. We've got to start separating. Don't take that mark. And that's a whole nother class too. That mark of the beast. But it's so many people already. Hey, they don't subscribe. See, hey, Hollywood trick you into thinking, oh yeah, you know, they go put it inside of you, right? So they do it through the movies, right? Their doctrines, and our people got to stop listening to these other nations when it comes to teaching the Bible. Stop looking at these movies. What's that one movie called where they got caught up or something? What's that movie? I can't even think of it right now.
I got a precept for what you just said though.
Oh, come on, bring it out.
About them teaching our book because they ain't got no business with it, right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
It reads, but unto the wicked, God said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing that thou hatest instruction and casted my words behind thee. Like these people ain't got no business with your book. Right. None whatsoever. Stop listening to them. They don't understand what's going on in here.
So
They talking about God love everybody. When God say He loved that right there?
Come on. Come on.
I got a precept.
He actually went into that, right, in 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit's slacking. 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, are we in the latter times now, Adawan?
Con.
All right, con. That in the latter times,
if you can't see it, then you're not paying attention.
Con. Some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrine of devils. This is literally doctrine of devils.
Con.
People all on the Grammy, they named the song right. That's his damn show is Unholy, right?
Yeah.
Dancing a sodomite, Edomite, dancing in red leather spandex pants, getting rubbed on. You know what I'm saying? Why this whatever this thing is, caged up. Hey, man, this is wicked, man.
Right.
Oh, Salaki, I yield.
You got that. Hey, Shamai, what was your precept?
James 4:4.
Mm-hmm.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world.
That said it's okay to be friends with them, just as long as you don't do it.
Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God. So if you accept the world, you're an enemy of God, point blank, period.
Facts. Come on, man. Let me play a little bit more of this thing.
Sam, thank you. You're a true angel and hero in my life, and I love you. And everyone who made the song, too. I love you guys so much.
Earlier in the night, the pair won Best Pop Duo Group Performance for their hit song Unholy. And while accepting the award, Kim was so excited to make history as the first transgender woman to win in the category.
Sam graciously wanted me to accept this award because I'm the first transgender woman to win this award. and I'm so... Thank you.
Kim also thanked Madonna as well as her mother in her emotional speech.
Madonna for fighting for LGBTQ rights so much. I don't think I could be here without Madonna.
And see, that's the thing. Hollywood is on this push. Hollywood is on this push to make this normal. In the movies, in the TV shows, definitely in the TV shows. Y'all ever or y'all heard about that one TV show? It's called Lucifer. Hollywood, man, I tell you, like you said, the precept that you brought out, hey, be not friends with the world. Friends with the world is enmity with the Most High. And somebody had pulled that movie that I was thinking about earlier. Is called where to go? Left Behind. Left Behind. They got an old one with not Tom Hanks. What's the boy from Growing Pains? I done dated myself again. God damn it. Kirk Cameron. So the original one had Kirk Cameron in it. In the reboot, it had Nicolas Cage as the main dude. But that movie is so off. I mean, all these movies is off. Like the precept that you pulled, you know, to the wicked thou said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Right? We got to stop looking to learn or have these people try to tell us anything concerning our book, because they got our people stupid. They got our people thinking because of what they tell you, the narrative that they tell you. It's like, oh yeah, no, you know, we're going to be taken up out of here anyway. We're not going to have to go through nothing. We're not going to have to deal with nothing. When the Bible say through much tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom? How you think that you're not going to have to go through nothing, that you just going to get raptured and be taken away from everything? Are you reading the book? No, they're not reading the book. They're listening to what they punk pastor is telling them, what they pimp pastor is telling them.
Yep.
Because he's only telling them things to get their money. But I'm gonna yield from that point. Did we finish off that Revelation 1? I think we did. Did we finish off that the Revelation 18? Come out of her. But anyway, so I want to go to the book of Deuteronomy 8. Go to Deuteronomy 8 and grab me verse 2. And we ain't gonna be long. I'm gonna respect y'all on the East Coast. I know it's late there, and y'all probably got to work in the morning. So,
it's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 2.
Hold on, real quick before you read that, in the chat, what is the wilderness? In the chat, what is the wilderness? What happens? I'll be more specific. What happens in the wilderness? What is the wilderness for? What's the point of the wilderness? You know, before we go into this precept, all right, she said, what we in now? The place of being tried. Give me that. Book of Deuteronomy.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 2. But thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no.
Right. So the wilderness, right? When the Israelites went through that wilderness, it was to humble them and it was to prove them. Right. It was to test them, to see, hey, what's really in your mind? Are you really about these commandments? Are you really gonna walk this walk out? You know, y'all said all you say we will do. Y'all say that, but let's see. Let's find out if you really about that life. Right? Give me the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 1.
The book of Matthew.
People want to go into the kingdom and think that you ain't gonna have to, first of all, show yourself proved that you deserve the kingdom. Nah, you gonna have to go through something. Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 1. Then was Yahweh led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Be led up to the let me read it from the top again. The book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 1. Then was Yahweh led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
Right. So Yahweh was led into the wilderness. Right there, he was what? He was tested. He was tempted. Right. So again, this goes to all you Trinitarians. You know, if he's God, how's he in the wilderness being tested? How's he in the wilderness being tempted? If he's God, I think y'all got to rethink your doctrine. I think you actually have to start reading the book and really start lining it up. Christ cannot be God. He cannot be the Most High. That doesn't make no sense. Then when the script says, after he came out of the wilderness and he went to get baptized, what happened? It said the Spirit descended on him. So if he's God, why does God have to send his Spirit on top of God or on God? That doesn't make no sense.
No.
Right? Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 6.
Another one is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 6. And it reads.
And so this is, like I said, Captain Jonathan, he kind of, tapped in on this a little bit in his class. I'm going to be doing another one where we deal with, Revelation chapter 12, and we really go look at this thing. But go ahead, read that for me. Revelation.
Another one is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 6. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of Yahweh.
Said the woman fled into the wilderness, right? The wilderness is for testing. The wilderness is for proving, right? So the woman goes into the wilderness where she got a place for her, right? The Most High got a place there in the wilderness for her, all right? So we know that the wilderness is for testing. The wilderness is for proving. Okay, so who's the woman? If y'all was paying attention to Captain Jonathan's class, who's the woman? In the chat, who is the woman? Finish that verse off for me, King.
Another one. Where she had the place prepared of Yahweh, that they should feed her there 1,203 days.
Okay. Now, I want you to do me one. Jump over to verse 14, because verse 14 is talking about the exact same thing. It's just giving you a little bit more information. That's right. It's Yasharallah, Israel, right? The woman is Israel. So Israel goes into the wilderness. Israel is taken into the wilderness, right? What's the wilderness for? The wilderness is for testing. The wilderness is for proving. Right, that's what the wilderness is for. So Israel is going into the wilderness. Give verse 14.
Another one, verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might.
Salakia. Now, what does that symbolize? What is that talking about right there? When it says that the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle. Now, again, so verse 14 is saying the exact same thing that verse number 6 is saying. In fact, I want you to go ahead and read that through smooth.
Another one, verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time, from the face of the serpent.
Okay. So when let's back it up again. So I'm going to again pose that question, right? So it says, and to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, right? The wilderness, testing, proving. Okay. Who got something for me on that eagle, on the wings of a great eagle? What does that eagle represent? I know it can't be that much of a delay. If y'all don't got it, we'll come back to it. We'll deal with it when I do the class. I just wanted to see if anybody did know. All right. But so the wilderness, again, is for that testing. The woman is Israel. So we're going to deal with the heathen nation. Okay, Khan, I can rock with that. The heathen nation, right? Go to Deuteronomy. Go to grab real quick for me. Grab Deuteronomy 28 and 49 for me. Baba Kashapp.
Salakia, you say 28 and 49?
49.
Khan. The book of the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fly. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Said as swift as the eagle fly. Right? As swift as the eagle fly. Back to Revelation 12 and verse 14.
Another one. Revelation 12 and 14 again. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place,
Right. All right. So we gonna hold it right there. So when I get a class, we'll like I said, we'll dive into this deep. Right. But I just wanted to point out that the wilderness again is for testing. Right. It's for proving. Okay. That's what happens when Israel is in the wilderness. Now, with us being over here in the land of our captivity, what's supposed to happen when we are in the wilderness? Aside from the testing and the proving, what else happens in the wilderness? I'll give y'all a hint. It's in Ezekiel. Said purging. It's in Ezekiel. All right, we got one answer. In fact, let's grab this verse right here. That's my Ak out here in Cali. Captain with Wi-Fi. Shalom King. Hey, we gotta link up sometime soon and get us another unity camp. Somebody pull that precept. Ezekiel 17.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 17, verse 2. Son of man, put forth a writing, a riddle, and speak a parable unto the house of Israel, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, a great eagle with great wings, long winged, full of feathers, which had divers colors, came unto Lebanon and took the highest branch of the cedar.
Read it again from the top.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 17, verse 2, starting at verse 2. Son of man, put forth a riddle and speak a parable unto the house of Israel, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, a great eagle with great wings, long winged, full of feathers, which had divers colors, came unto Lebanon and took the highest branch of the cedar.
Okay, con. All right, yeah. I see that's. I want to say that's the one that I'm thinking of from Revelation. I want to say that's the precept necessarily that I was thinking of, but that's a good precept though. All right. I want you to grab Ezekiel 20. Ezekiel 20.
What verse?
Give me verse 34.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verse 34. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered, with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with a fury poured out.
Read on.
Verse 35. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face.
Come on.
Verse 36.
Yep.
Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, saith the Most High God.
Come on.
Verse 37. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. And I will purge you out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me.
Read that again. Start that from the top.
Verse 38. And I will purge you out from among you the rebels and them that transgress. God. And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. And I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Right. So there's a purging. Purging is gonna happen in that wilderness, man. The rebels are gonna be purged out. And really we can see a lot of rebels getting purged out now. There's a lot who say, no, we don't have to do the commandments, we don't have to keep the commandments, we don't have to keep the laws, we don't have to do the laws. Those are the rebels, right? Them are the ones who are bucking up against the Most High. If you saying I don't have to do no laws, the laws are done away with, you are a rebel. You are rebelling against what thus saith Yahweh. You're going against it, right? But again, we're going to do a deeper study on that on the book of Revelation 12. In fact, we're going to do a lot of Revelation, get into a lot of Revelation, and start to really get an understanding of prophecy. So again, we know what is going on, because in fact, go to Revelation chapter 3 for me. Give me Revelation 3, and I want let me grab that. Give me Revelation 3, and let me get start at verse 25.
Kind of the one. You said Revelations 3 and 25?
Oh no, Salakia, I'm in the wrong place. Revelation 3, not 25. Give me Revelation 3 and verse 20.
Kind of the one. It's the book of Revelation.
Start at 19. Start at 19.
Kind of the one. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 19. As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent.
Right.
Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice, open the door. I will come in to him and will sup with him, and he with me. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit.
We all got ears. We all got ears, man. We all can hear. But see, now you got to have an ear, because he said, if any man hear my voice, right? He says, my sheep hear my voice. If any man hear my voice. And so when we be out there on the streets, on the blocks, whatever, crying out, telling our people, hey, you got to keep the laws. You got to keep these laws. You got to keep the commandments. Not everybody hears, but his sheep hears. Right? All praises to the Most High. Y'all in this YouTube right now, you heard the voice of Yahweh Shai crying out to you.
Wow.
Telling you to repent, to come back to these laws. Right? If any man have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Right? So we go keep it moving, because it's getting late. I want to grab Romans 1 and 24 real quick, because we was looking at the folly of this video, right? Of this transgender. We was looking at the folly of some have ears for music, some have ears for the Lord, some have an ear for Satan. Khan, that's a fact.
All right.
Khan, give me that Romans 1 and 24.
It's the book of Romans chapter. I got it. It's the book of Romans chapter 1 and verse 24. Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
So hey, Yahweh let them do that, man. He said, hey, look, you want to be a fag, you want to be gay, you want to be a man and call yourself a woman, I'm gonna let you do that. Right? Give me the book of Ephesians 4:19. And I want one of you to grab it in the KJV I want somebody else to grab me the NLT version of that.
Con, I got it in the KJV.
Con.
You want me to read it right now?
Con.
Con, the one. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, and verse 19. Who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness to work all uncleanness with greediness. But ye have not.
Con, you got that in the NLT?
I'm on my phone, so I can't go nowhere else.
Okay, Con.
You said it in the NLT, right? One.
Right, in the NLT, Baba Cashapp. While you get it, I'm gonna read it again in the KJV. So this book of Ephesians, chapter 4, and verse 19. In fact, I'm gonna start at verse 17. It says, "This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk." So we're not supposed to be walking as these other nations are walking. What these other nations are doing, what these other nations think is cute, they think it's cute for a dude to be up on a stage in a dress, calling himself a woman, trying to speak like a woman. We're not supposed to walk after these other nations. We're supposed to call it what it is. Hey, you's a dude. I'm not going to call you her. I'm not going to call you she. I'm going to say, yes, sir. Is there anything else you need, sir?
Right.
I'm going to put emphasis on it.
On the real.
Right. It says, "This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind." Right? In the worthlessness of their own mind. That's worthless. You don't go stone cold retarded if you think I'm gonna call you a female. Right? Verse 18, it says, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of God through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart. So, hey, when you walking on in darkness, what is that? You have no understanding. If you're walking on in darkness, right? Grab me that precept real quick. Baba Kashapp, Psalms 82.
You want me to bring this out in the NLT real quick?
Oh yeah, Khan, bring that out for me.
Khan, the one. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 19 in the NLT. They have no sense of shame.
They have no sense of shame. This dude is standing on this stage in broad daylight. Salakia, not broad daylight. But he's standing on this stage on national TV,
right,
in a dress, calling himself a female.
Right.
No shame whatsoever. Read that.
Khan, the one. Ephesians 4:19 in the NLT again. They have no sense of shame. They live for lustful pleasure and eagerly practice every kind of impurity.
They live for it said lusty?
Lustful.
They live for lustful pleasure. Right? Look at the hold on. I'm gonna share this one more time. I'm just gonna share the still shot. Look how that fool's smiling. Looking at him.
Right.
Lustful pleasure. That's what they live for. That's what they live for right there. Right? Hey, like I said, the Bible is a living book. Hey, we still in biblical times. We can see everything playing out. Right? Let's go back to Romans. Or in fact,
you still want Psalms?
Psalms 82 and give me verse 5.
Can I start at verse 2 real quick?
Con.
Psalms, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 2. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Salah. Let me jump to
How
verse
long?
5.
Hey, hold on. How long are they going to accept this? Hey, how long are y'all going to accept this?
Right.
Before y'all say, hey, nah, this ain't cool. You know, y'all want to do this gay stuff. As for me and my family, nah, we not rocking with it. Right? Yeah, we gonna serve the Most High. Go ahead, keep on, King.
Verse 5.
Hey,
They know not.
Can you read that down into 5 real quick?
All right. I'm gonna start at verse 2. Psalms 82 and verse 2. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Salah. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. Deliver the poor and the needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
Hey,
they know not.
And that's what we here to do, because it's a bunch of defenseless kids, right? Who looking at this, and they defenseless. They don't know how to feel about it. They being told, it's being pushed on them that this is okay. And we go out here on the highways and the byways and on these YouTube to tell you, this is off. This is wicked. Don't do this. Most High put us here as watchmen so we can defend these kids, defend these children.
Come on.
Defend our people, because they being force fed this crap.
Right.
Yeah.
I yield.
Verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
When you
all
walk
the foundation.
on in darkness, when you're in darkness, you have no understanding.
Right.
Right. That's what darkness. Hey, that's why it says, hey, he came into the darkness, and the darkness comprehended him not. Right. Real quick, I'm gonna get that one more time. Ephesians 4:17. This I say, therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind, having the understanding darkened. Right, that understanding darkened. Hey, you not walking according to the laws of the Most High. Right, that's what the light is. Yahweh Shai is the word is the law.
Right.
Yahweh Shai came in the volume of the book. Yahweh Shai is the law. Right, he's that light that the darkness comprehended it not. When you don't want to keep the laws of the Most High, hey, you are walking on in darkness. Anybody who tells you that the laws is done away with and they don't have to keep the laws, they are walking on in darkness. You need to depart from that person. Exit stage left. These churches that's telling you that you don't have to keep no laws, you need to get out of that church immediately.
Right.
You need to be out there yesterday.
Right.
Because they are leading people straight to damnation.
Right.
Any pastor that says that, he is in darkness.
Right.
Let's go back to Romans. Give me verse 1 and 25.
Can we finish that out at a one?
Oh yeah, come.
They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All right, we can drop that. Let's get that Romans 1 and 25. Baba Cashapp.
Another one. It's the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 25, and it reads, who changed the truth of God into a lie?
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie? Who told you that you don't have to keep no laws no more? Who said that the law is done away with? Who said that a man can be a woman? Who said that a woman can be a man? Right? Come on.
Another one. And worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Come on.
For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections.
Hey, that's a vile affection. When you want to say that you're a woman, that is a vile affection. When you got Hey, Dwayne Wade's son, man. But it's stuff like this, right? That's got our kids' heads all screwed up. I just seen this meme. On YouTube. It wasn't a ring. It was a short clip where the dude, he's walking into the house. The girl is sitting on the couch, and all you see is the back of her head. And he like, "Oh, you got the game on?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, you know, I got the game on. You know, my dad used to play in the NBA." And he's like, "Oh, for real? Who's your dad?" And she goes, "Dwayne Wade." And oh boy, stop. And, you know, and do a reversal. But hey, in all seriousness, this has got our people's heads messed up. Just like the brother just said, it's stuff like this. This is why we got to fight for our people. Hey, who won't stand up for the Most High?
Right.
Who won't come out and say, "Hey, this is wicked as hell. I don't care. I don't care if your feelings get hurt. I don't care if I offend you." No, this goes against the laws of the Most High. Right? Go back to what's that? What was that? Revelation. Excuse me, Slakia. Romans
1:25, 4:26, Slakia.
Con.
For this cause, God had gave them up unto vile affections, but even their women did change the natural use into the which, Slakia, into that which is against nature.
The women changed. They're used to that which is against nature. What's that? What women doing? They want to call themselves dudes.
Right.
You know, bull daggers.
Right.
You got whole women walking around sagging their pants, thinking they're a dude. You had the sister who just got caught over in Russia for the weed.
Yeah, con.
Right? She thinks she a real true life dude. Taking pictures with her shirt off, then chopped off, you know, what the Most High gave her, cut him off, out bare chested. Right? Read verse 27.
Con of the one. Also, that independent spirit.
Con.
Right? That's unnatural. You ain't supposed to be by yourself.
Fact.
Right?
That's a fact.
Take on that road. That's also going against the nature, right? Verse 27.
And real quick, just to let me off that, because we're supposed to be their protectors. But now they think they don't need no man. Now they don't got no covering. Now when they out getting socked up in the mouth, and like you said, not to blame the victim, but if she was acting like a woman in that situation and wasn't being loudmouth,
right?
Wasn't displaying masculine energy, because at the end of the day, that's what that was. It was masculine energy, and she got dealt with like a man. Damn, Edomite socked her up like she was a dude. And again, not to blame the victim, because I would stump the dogs of that white boy. But just like you said, they gave up their natural use.
Real talk. Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another.
They burning their lust one toward another. You got this faggot up here thinking he a woman. You got this other faggot standing behind him, looking at him like he the Kool-Aid man.
Right.
Looking like he a whole snack.
Right.
It said, burn in their lust one toward the other. Read on.
Kind of the one. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error.
Hey, y'all go get it, man.
Facts.
Point blank. Get 28.
Kind of the one. Verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain God, in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient.
Hey, the Most High said, have at it. He gonna let you have that reprobate mind. We talked about what a reprobate mind is. That's worthless. You are worthless. If you're going along with these Fruit Loops, thinking that it's okay, they're not hurt nobody, you're worthless. You know, and grace is a wonderful thing because y'all need to get hit in your head with big rocks over and over. But y'all gonna catch that judgment, man.
Precept out of one, real quick.
Come on, bring it out.
1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. Right?
What's the truth?
The lost.
What's the truth?
Lost.
They said they receive not the love of the truth.
And verse 11. And for this cause, God shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Hey, it said the Most High is going to send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Go ahead, finish that off.
Kind of the one that they might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So, like he said, like the scripture said, that I don't want to brought that out, man. Like, you want to believe this, you want to be vile and follow up after Esau and get caught up in all this manner of wickedness that they got going on. He gonna make you believe that is okay. He gonna make you believe we some fools.
Right.
He gonna make you believe them niggas out there on the corner in the cold, freezing, that could be in their house, right? Chilling with their family.
Come on.
Out there reading them Bibles, and we out here half naked in the wintertime being damn sodomites and wicked. Right? He gonna let you believe that you're gonna get destroyed in that belief.
Come on.
Real talk. Don't repent.
Like a precept for you. Because it said the Most High is going to send them a strong delusion. Watch this. This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 22, and I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, and he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him, on his right hand and on his left. And Yahweh said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, I will persuade him. And Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth. Hey, so when it says that, hey, the Most High is gonna send that strong delusion, hey, he gonna say, he gonna look to, he's got the whole host of heaven on the right hand, on the left hand, and that spirit is gonna come forth and say, you know, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna tell them, hey, it's okay. The Most High loves you. It's okay. The Most High don't care if you do this. Just be good to people. Just be nice. Don't worry. The laws are done away with. Hey, that's that lying spirit that came before Yahweh and said, hey, I'm going to go down there and do it. Right? Because you niggas didn't want to believe the love of the truth. That you still got to walk by these commandments.
Right.
What was that? Let's go back to Romans real quick. What time is it? All right, I'm about to wrap it up. Let's go Romans. What we left off with? 27 or 28.
We left off.
Yeah. We left off with 28. We can drop that. We can drop that. Go to Matthew 24 and 37.
You got it, somebody?
Okay. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Read on. Is that what I wanted? Did I want 37? Hold on, Salakia. Let me go there real quick.
Did you say 37?
Yeah, 37.
Okay.
What did you read?
I read 27.
Okay, yeah, no, I want 37.
Okay. So the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Read on.
For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving into marriage, until the day of Noah entered into the ark.
Right. So it says, hey, as the days like it was in Noah's day, that it's gonna be the same way when the Son of Man returns. When he comes back, it's gonna be the same thing going on. Right. People doing what they want to do, living how they want to live, and y'all better start paying attention to what's being said in this book, man. Right. It said just like the days of Noah. Hey, you got sodomites out here on national TV being applauded, people clapping, thinking, oh, it's such a good thing. Oh, he came out the closet. He's so brave. Ain't nothing brave about that. Man, go on with that. Give me the book of Genesis, chapter 6.
Genesis 6 and what out of one?
Let me get 5. 6 and 5. Baba Cashapp.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6 and verse 5, and it reads, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
Hey, the wickedness of man is great right now. Man is out here doing whatever he pleases, whatever he desires to do. You want to be a faggot? It's okay. You want to sleep with little kids? It's okay. You want to be a pedophile? It's okay. You know, so now they're trying to decriminalize that. Watch your kids.
Right.
Watch these teachers.
Right.
We are living in some wicked times right now. Right? That's why the Bible says, watch. Watch, lest I come upon you. Somebody grab me that precept. I come upon you like a thief in the night. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. But that's why we got to watch. And in fact, it says the day of the Lord, he comes as a thief in the night. Right? He's going to come like a thief in the night, but he's going to come as a thief in the night for those that are not prepared, for those that are not reading, for those that are not studying. Because we're not in darkness. Right? Because we're not in darkness, we're children of the light. We're keeping the commandments. We're keeping the laws. We're not in darkness. Right? You got your watchmen out here sounding trumpets, sounding alarms, telling you, hey, stop playing. Repent. In fact, let's grab that real quick. Acts 17. What you got?
You just call. I think you wanted 1 Thessalonians 5 and 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me get that.
Kind the one. I'm start at verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Read on.
Verse 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness.
Hey, but we're not in darkness. Because we're reading. Hey, that's why it says in the book of Revelation, it says, hey, blessed is he, that readeth this book. right? If you're reading and you're getting that understanding, hey, you are blessed. Hey, we can look at everything that's going around right now and we can see what is going on. We can see that the time is growing short. Right? Read on.
Another one. Verse 6. Therefore, let not. What was I at? Was I at verse? Did I finish verse 5? You got children of the light. No.
Again.
Verse. I'm gonna read verse 4 again. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness.
Right? Hey, we're not of darkness. Right? Because again, darkness was what? Hey, no understanding, not keeping the laws, not keeping the commandments. Right? That's what it is. If you are in darkness, right? Being a child of the light is reading, applying, living it, walking it. Right? That's what it means. Right? So that day is not going to overtake us. Because hey, we can look around and see, hey, these are the last days. Right? Read verse 6.
Kind of the one, verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. But let us watch and be sober.
Right. Hey, paying attention, sober-minded. Right? Not drunken off the wine of this woman and her fornication.
Right.
Right? We're not drunk off these other doctrines. We're sober. Right? We're keeping the one true doctrine. Right? Hey, that's what it means to be sober-minded. It's not just talking about being drunk off a little alcohol.
No.
Right? Come on, bring it out.
1 Peter 5:8.
Be
sober. So just like the other one just said, don't be drunk off this wine of Babylon, right?
That's right.
Off these doctrines, right? Be vigilant. So watch, pay attention, be in these scriptures, pay attention to the prophecies being fulfilled out here, right? Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, Salaki, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right? So we gotta be watchful and be sober in these last days. I don't
Khan. No, that was a perfect precept, King. And yo, so with that, hey, I'm gonna yield it because we been on for 2 hours. I didn't want to actually be on this long. But hey, the water for everybody who joined, came into the class. I don't know what happened. We done flipped out. Okay, there we go. We back. All right, so we got the Passover, right, coming up again. Passover is going to be in Atlanta, right? Come feast with your brothers, right? The Passover, if you are going to come to Passover, if you're going to keep the Passover with us, send us an email to AnointedHOS@gmail.com. The email address is up there. We'll send you a link to RSVP. Come keep Passover with your brethren. That's coming up. Hey, it's going to be a good time. April 3rd, again in Atlanta, Georgia. We've got a really nice venue. This is going to be our first Passover that we're hosting. It's going to be a really good time. You know, we're going to have a great time, man. Keeping the commandments as we've been given them. So all praises for that. But yeah, so with that, you know, again, Tawada for watching the class, Tawada for participating, y'all, Tawada for helping push the word. I did want to say something else. Just kind of slipped my mind. Oh, if you want to prospect with us, send us a email. We got a prospect phase going on right now. So if you want to prospect with us, shoot us an email as well. We got brothers all over. We got brother from Chicago right here, brother from Texas. We got a couple brothers in Texas, Cali, North Carolina, Atlanta. You know, help us start a chapter in whatever state that you're in. But just shoot us that email. But other than that, hey, somebody grab me that script, man. Daniel 7:18. And let's close it out for the night. Hey, you brothers got anything y'all want to add?
La out of one.
La out of one.
Con.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18.
Yes, sir.
But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Forever, ever. Ever. Con. Hey, all right. And with that, we are the Anointed House of Saints. Hey, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin.